And every morning for the last 4 months, a 70-year-old Gatamu Waigwa, a stage 3 prostate cancer patient, has been waking up at 4 a.m. to board a matatu from Nyeri to Kenya's capital, after which he spends his entire day camped outside the Social Health Authority offices until he's dust in a fight for life. Now, why? This is because SHA, despite promising an oncology benefits package of 550,000 shillings, has only granted the prostate cancer patient 400,000 shillings, which she says is not enough to cater for treatment, medication, and what he requires to stay alive. A retired and jobless Mr. Waigwa is now asking President William Ruto and Health CS Aden Duale to return the country back to the NHIF system, which he says was working well for him and had in fact allocated 600,000 shillings to cancer treatment that would cushion him comfortably throughout the year. He is urgently seeking 100 shillings to buy drugs before the cancer he is battling spreads. And as Leon Lidigu tells us, SHA has told Mr. Waigwa to wait until the next financial year so he is able to use the oncology package to buy the medication he must have to stay alive.
In 2020, Gatamu Waigwa started experiencing urgency and urinary frequency, necessitating him to visit the toilet abnormally often, which is why he decided to go for a prostate-specific antigen test, a blood test that measures the level of PSA in a man's blood, after which doctors did an ultrasound and multiparametric MRI scans. To the doctor's horror, his PSA levels were just too high, and the ultrasound showed an enlarged prostate, which he scientifically called prostate adenocarcinoma. Without wasting time, doctors put him on Casodex tablets, which are very expensive, and later a biopsy from the prostate was done, which was immediately followed by a histology examination, which confirmed he had prostate cancer.
That the SHA, instead of enhancing our treatment, has actually stolen our money, because like NHIF used to cover us 600,000 a year. But SHA came on board and forced us to do a forced migration from NHIF to SHA. And SHA robbed us, if I'm correct, I stand to be corrected on the figures, 200,000 shillings per year.
Before SHA showed up, his treatment regimen had been changed from Casodex to abiraterone tablets, which are hormonal treatments and cost hundreds of thousands that the retiree says he cannot afford.
It is not a problem of my making. Forces came on board and took us over by force, and they are not able to provide for us. I have written to SHA a number of times, very strong letters, but they have never even acknowledged even one letter, and they have never addressed the issues I've raised in those letters.
Mr. Waigwa is very much concerned that despite fully paying for the SHA premiums, the service cancer patients are getting is nothing to write home about.
My annual subscription is paid in full for SHA, but also I have a problem because they have rejected some of my money, and they have sent me a text saying that they have rejected it.
As a patient who has used both SHA and NHIF systems, Mr. Waigwa wishes to pass a message to Health CS Aden Duale as well as President William Ruto.
I would like to appeal to Aden Duale to stop being in denial and accept that cancer patients have a real problem with SHA.
Our call center 147, the dropout rate is less than 1 second. So there are many Kenyans who have different questions.
Imagine for a minute your life is on the line. You go to a health facility, you're a cancer patient, you access services, but you are rejected and told to come back next financial year because your cover has been depleted and there is nothing the government can do about it. This is the situation cancer patients around the country are grappling with, despite President William Ruto and Health Cabinet Secretary Aden Duale insisting that SHA is working. Leon Lidigu, NTV, Nairobi.